the Lonesome Gamer, and I'm playing Dungoen Degenerates. And we finished the first mission of our campaign on the run. We delivered the Soothsayer's Head here at the Stone Circle, which is his home, and he was pleading to be brought there. And now we got to find how this thing continues. So let's see. First of all, we still have the fungal parasite. If you contracted the fungal parasite and are still its host at the end of the mission, you become strangely compelled to travel the highland paths and climb the highest summit of the mountain of the mouth to the north. You can't be sure where this notion comes from, but it soon grows into an obsession that torments your mind ceaselessly. So this guy here is tormented by the fungal parasites. And the party may choose to listen to your insane ramblings and continue on to the visions at the peak. Otherwise, the adventurer with the fungal parasite becomes demoralized and suppressed at the start of the next mission. Okay. Then we delivered the head at the Stone Circle. The soothsayer thanks you for your efforts and whispers secrets about a wondrous place, temple hidden deep in the mountains of the mouth. Do you dare follow the dubious directions of this delirious deadman? Continue on to visions on the peak, or choose to ignore the rotting fool and establish a base here in the swamp? Okay, so basically we've got these two options here, and well, I don't know, having a base in the swamp doesn't sound terribly awesome to me. So I'm tending to walking toward the mountains, but I will only do that on a 1 to 5. A 6, and I believe I will stay here in the swamp. Okay, so that was close, but my goal is to go to the mountains. So let's see what this mission tells us to do. Okay, here, whether compelled by the muttering of the soothsayer's head, or by the funged parasite ravaging your mind, the mountains beacon. Okay, we have here the image of a resplendent gleaming palace temple shrouded in colorful mist and hidden high in the mountains, haunts your dreams as an unseen force enraptures your thoughts and beacons you northward. As if guided by fate, you begin a dangerous pilgrimage to this wondrous dream castle. And the soothsayer's head, raspy whisper entices you with tales of mystical lost temple in the mountains and the wonders of the bird king within. With the soothsayer's guidance, perhaps you can reach this isolated temple palace and plunder its magnificent treasures. Okay. So, we're gonna need Lord Scrot, an epic monster. The Bird King waits in his throne room for devoted subjects, bringing offerings from the world below in exchange for his gift of transformation. At least, that's the objective here. At least one adventurer must travel to the Temple of Madness and rest there. Okay, so we are down here, and the Temple of Madness is all the way up there. That's the Temple of Madness. So as you can see, we basically have to make our way throughout the whole map here. When you do, you must face... remember that you must have a status condition or disease to enter a metaphysical space, which this is. When you do, you must face Lord Scrot and either pledge yourself to him or destroy him. If an adventurer has the fungal parasite, the mission cannot be completed until that adventurer, the fungal host, rests at the Temple of Madness. Lord Scrot will not appear until the fungal host is present. If the fungal host is cured, during the course of the mission, Lord Scrot becomes quite displeased and will not accept any offering. Okay, so I guess we're going to have some trouble then. Scoring drugs. It is said that only the sorcerers can travel to the temple without the aid of certain mind-blending substances and obscure rituals to alter the pilgrim's perception of reality. Many such substances are available for sale throughout the borderlands to those who know where to look. When you find any of the encounters in the list below and interact with them in the indicated manner, you may search the loot deck and discards from the corresponding item for the corresponding item, and you may purchase that item for normal cost. Okay, so there are a few, for example, the swamp hack, which we already had. There are a few encounters, and then we might get some of these items which would then allow us to enter the temple, I guess. Ally food, herbal relic, or alchemical item. Okay, well, okay, we'll see. I don't want to read too much of the coming up things, but I guess it helps to have some of these drugs. But then again, because this guy already has the fungal parasite, I think he definitely can enter there because it's a disease, and that allows you to enter this Temple of Madness. Oh, and as a... wait a minute. Here it says each adventurer gains 1 luck. We did that. Remove all counters that were placed during setup. Okay, so all the counters, basically that means now, during the setup of the last mission, these spaces are no longer guarded by the law. This bridge can be passed now. And I think this is... oh, and of course the clue tokens go away. They were also only for the other mission. I think that's pretty much it then. So let's see, what is the easiest way to get there? Well, I mean, we could either go this way here. That could be the way with the least spaces. Basically or locations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. However, these are all paths. That means we cannot force march, and that will basically double our journey, our length of journey. If we move this way here, somehow this way, we might be faster. It might be also safer because, for example, up here, the blasted heath has a danger level of 5. Well, the wasteland only has a danger level of 3. I think the blasted heath is probably then only this area back here, and the danger level, the wasteland would be this. But anyway, the Witchwood also only has a danger level of 3, and we have this path already explored, so we can force march here. We can force march here, then also here, and from there we could then move, and the foothills only have a danger level of 2, so that's even better. We also hit a settlement here where we could trade, for example. From there we could move here and then here. I'm considering resting here though. I have a ton of money, and Problem is, I can only draw a single card here if I rest, but I might still think about it. So I also have a lot of experience. So yeah, I think I want to rest here. Yeah. So first we got to recover, what we got to make recovery rolls. But all these people have no damage points, so they don't have to do it. And then we can get skills, and we can also trade. Now trading works in the following way. One person simply draws a number of loot cards equal to the I don't know, city level, which is in this case sadly only a 1. So this is basically only really good in Brüttelburg. Everywhere else the level is pretty low. But we will get the chance then to buy this loot card. We also could sell stuff for half the price. I might consider that too. Anyway, I'm gonna draw a loot card now. And ooh, that looks awesome. The Executioner's Axe. That's a heavy item. Attack, strength, melee. Roll an additional power die when you attack with this item. That's definitely good. I want to buy that thing. So the only question is, well, she can carry, because of the Scrog of Burden, she can carry basically 2 additional heavy items. So that's cool. I'm gonna pay $8, and basically you can shift money between the guys, so it doesn't really matter. This guy has the most, so maybe he will buy it and then give it to someone else or whatever. So I'm gonna pay $8 here, and now she holds the Executioner's Axe, and well, she might give it to anybody else at any time. I wonder if there's anything else I could do. We're resting, so we could, for example, use the Marsh Moss. Discard this card and make a magical test. If you fail, you become blinded and fatigued. If you pass, you become blinded and exalted. I don't know, man. We might also sell this shit. Oh, actually, we lose now all these things, which is kind of a shame, but okay. I think I'm simply gonna... I don't know what to do with that. I really don't know. Even selling that for $1 is kind of completely pointless. I might as well hold it. I think I could offer it, for example, to this other guy there. I think he wants herbs, so this might be valuable later in the game. We might also be able to smoke this or eat it or whatever, and then we will be allowed to enter the Temple of Madness, because then we would get a what are these suckers called? A condition. Fine. Okay, so I guess finally I wanna improve some skills here. Okay, the Bloodsport Brawler, she has chosen the misdirection for 8 experience points. So as a quick action before the attack in a combat, she can choose a target monster and make an agility or magical test. She's got an agility of 8, so that's pretty good. If you pass and your highest single die is equal to or greater than the target experience value, place this card on the target. If this card is attached to a monster during the established targets step, you may choose that monster's target. Return this card to your hand if you or the attached monster leaves the fight for any reason. Okay, that could be interesting, I think. And Jack Slasher shows more and more his evil, perverted side. He is a gourmet. At the end of a fight, you may consume one brute, filth, or goblin that your party destroyed. If you do so, make a constitution test. If you pass, recover wounds equal to your lowest single die. If you fail, you become poisoned. Okay, so the thing is, he also has the immunity. If you would become poisoned, first roll a d6. If your roll is equal to or greater than your wounds, you are not poisoned. So that might be helpful then. And he might even consider later to upgrade this to a full immunity, and then he would be completely immune to this poisoned condition. That costs him 6, so okay. And he wants to wait. He is he waits before he tries to get a better skill. He is only at 6 points. And he, by the way, he now got the Executioner's Axe, the Grave Shovel. I think I'm going to give that away for now to the Scrog of Burden. It's a two-handed weapon. He has the death mask on his head, so he can carry both, but this has to be unequipped. And if we want to use the Witch Brand, we basically have to do a quick action and exchange that. So, but it's pretty impossible we can use that. He could hold it though. He can hold the Witch Brand in one hand and the blade, the skinning knife in the other hand, and in this way use them both. Okay. So then we got to draw a danger card to see if something happens after our rest actions there. The mystical energies of the void flow and herald the approach of malevolent invaders from beyond each space with a void gate. So that means this space here, the Witchwood, rises to 4. Not great, but okay. And we are on a well, we are safe anyway because we are in a city. So nothing's going to happen there. Okay, great. And now I will start moving on, and we're going to go this path where we came from. We're going to move here, cautiously of course, and we're going to draw a card. You feel a chill run down your spine. Reshuffle the danger deck. We got to draw. First we have an encounter, and then we're going to have to draw 3 monsters. So this is our wetland encounter here. We have a fungal infestation. Resolve immediately. The surface of every plant and tree branch here is coated in strange growth. Spongy mold covers the ground, and a thick haze of spores drift in the air. Place a fungus counter in your space, and each adventurer in this space must make a constitution test. If you fail, you become slimed. After resolve this encounter, shuffle it back into the Wetlands encounter deck. So let's see if we can find one of these markers here. Yeah. That's kind of interesting. It seems like this deck can never be really completely exhausted, because basically in the end you might end up drawing this card, and then you got to simply shuffle it back again and again and again. But hey, maybe there is another card which helps us solve this problem. Now we have this fungus marker here. No idea what that does. And now we got to draw 3 wetland monsters. A slime corpse. Oh, actually, I forgot to do this constitution test. So let's do that with the Bloodsport Brawler. And oh yeah, if you asked me to arrange my dice in a way that they can be seen when I roll them, and now I have a smaller dice tray, so now it should be possible for you. And we're going to use a bit of a darker color so that there is a bit of a contrast here. Jack Slasher needs a 7, which he does not have, so he is slimed. And the Corpse Burner needs an 8. And so both of these are slimed, which kind of sucks because I think that means you have a -1 agility, and exactly that's what this card or this condition tells us. There we go. So, and another slime corpse, so that just fits perfectly here. Second monster is a Fishoid Thug. Both have the Horde ability, but ones are with other Fishoids, and this one is with the Ooze, and they don't match. So the ability does not happen here. And a Mold Mummy, Fungus and Undecked. There's a Curse, Infect, and Necro. Let's check that. So first the Curse, I think if I remember that right, we gotta make a magical test here. If you fail, we lose luck and become demoralized. So first, the Bloodsport Brawler. And she didn't make it, sadly. So she becomes demoralized. She already has no luck. I think because of earlier curses. Okay. And Jack Slasher 7. He also fucks that up. So he might as well use his luck to reroll 1 die. Okay, so now we become also demoralized. Oh man. Corpse Burner needs a 5, and obviously he doesn't have that. He loses a luck and also becomes demoralized. Oh man. Okay, what does Infect do? When you receive 1 or more wounds from this monster, you become infected. Yeah, great. Oh boy. All these, I mean, seriously, this is another thing that really bothers me. I really, all these stupid conditions. That's not great. Infected. When you recover while infected, do not remove any wounds. Holy shit. If you are defeated while infected, unless you remove at least 1 wound by the end of the map phase, yeah, whatever, you die. Okay, let's hope this is not going to happen. So that mummy is definitely dangerous, and it also says Necro. I think he is good against Necros. Each time you receive mana wound from this monster, you lose 1 experience. Holy moly. He's got the Death Mask. You are immune to fear and Necro from the undead. So this guy is undead. And it would be great if he could take that. Let's see. He goes to the guy with the highest morale. Yeah, great. That is definitely... Although maybe he's got a morale of, so they both now have a morale of 7 because they failed the test, so they are both demoralized. Well, that's cool, so we're definitely going to give that to him. This guy goes to the highest constitution over here. The Fishoid Thug, highest morale. Okay, I guess I'm going to give that to him then. fine. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Okay. So, I want to start with him, and he goes in a defensive position here because he doesn't want to get hit by this infection thing, and fights the mold mummy. And that was bad, and I forgot to use a power die. Oh boy, that was fucked up, man. Shit. Yeah, okay. So that means we're gonna lose basically 2 wounds. It's not that bad. We are infected, which isn't great, but oh gosh, this thing can take a lot of damage. So we did 4 damage here. This guy I think he will attack the fishoid thug. He's got the bloodlust here, so he's going to go in an aggressive mode, basically. And that was a success. So he does 3 damage, which is sadly not quite enough to kill that thing. And now he can try... No, he didn't destroy the guy. Okay, well. Oh man. Oops. And then it's the Bloodsport Brawler in a defensive way, of course, against both guys. He will try to hit the slime corpse. And he did, so he was good. The defense is a 5. That should be enough to get no attack and no damage. Perfect. And he does 4 against the slime corpse. So that's kind of sweet. Let's see if the corpse burner can kill the mummy. And that looks good. He actually did. That is a 1, I guess. Sadly, he missed again. His that's really bad. He missed again his attack. Fuck, man. I think I'm going to use my luck and roll that 6 again. Because I only have, because of the slime thing, I only have an agility of 6. Okay, that's good enough. So I only take 1 more wound. That's okay. Because of the infection, I would not recover wounds during my next my next recovery step. Therefore, I don't want to take too many of them. This thing goes away now. I killed it. And if I'm lucky here, I get some luck. So, let's see. I'm gonna need a morale test here. My morale is 8. Fuck. Okay, no way. Didn't do it. Anyway, okay. And Jack Slasher tries to kill the fishoid thug again. Oh boy. That was bad. It was just a 1. Not great, but now the other guy... I'm gonna do this off camera. This is not terribly interesting. So no more damage on our side. We managed to kill these 3 suckers. Let's see. Let's do the loot rolls here. First we get 1 experience here for the slime corpse and 1 gold. We don't have a 1, so that doesn't help. And this guy gets 3 experience and 1 gold. And we need a 3, and we don't have that. So we didn't find anything here, but the pervert might eat the fishoid thug, or the slime corpse. But he's fit, so there's no reason to do that. And I'm not gonna risk being poisoned here. Just for the enjoyment. Okay, so that's it. We're done with this. That means that the rotting swamp, the danger level is reduced to 2. And we then can continue our way cautiously to Hack's Fork and draw another danger card. Oh man, what is that? Mystical energies of the void flow and herald the approach of malevolent invaders from beyond, each space with a void gate. Didn't we have that just before? So that means this witch becomes more and more dangerous now. On the other hand, it's kind of interesting. It says each space with a void gate. But yeah, I still think this counts. So yeah, that sucks. We have now an encounter. And we got to draw 4 monsters, but now from the lowlands again, because we are now in the Witchwood. This is going to happen after the combat, because it doesn't say resolve immediately. 4 monsters, a leather dwarf. Okay. This goes to the guy with the highest strength. So over here, a grave robber. Fabulous. To the guy with the lowest morale. No doubt who that is. A mega rat. Filth. To the guy with the highest agility. These 2 guys are slimed. So that means he has the highest agility. And then a ghost swarm to the guy with the lowest luck. So we can now choose between the Bloodspot Brawler. Well, actually, nobody has any luck. Yeah, great. Okay, here we have Fear, and it's an undead. So this guy can use magic in the test against Fear. Let's check that. Each adventurer in the monster space must make a morale test. If you fail, you are stunned until the end of your following turn. Wow, that sucks, man, the following turn. This is really bad. I think stun means that we lose our power. A dice, so we don't want to lose that. A morale test, okay. So this guy has an 8. Let's hope he can do that. And he just did it. I already saw the 6 here, but he made it. This guy can use magic instead of morale because of his pumpkin hat. So he needs a 7. And he just has that. And he is immune because of the death mask. So we did that. That was good. Anything else? at the beginning? Nope. Very good. Who gets this? Oh man. This thing is not easy to kill, I think. It has ghostly. I'm not sure, but I think it means that when attacking this monster, your strength, agility, and perception are halved for purposes of rolling a hit. So that makes it extremely hard to hit. So here I need strength. I would end up with a 4. This guy uses agility. They all have a 4. So I think, well, I think I'm going to give it to him anyway. Yeah, but only for the attack dice, not for the defense dice. They count as usual. Okay, so this guy has a skirmish ability, so if we don't kill him in the first round, he will bring other guys to the... No, he will actually run away, and this would rise to a 6, which wouldn't be great, so we definitely want to kill him. So I might even consider giving this to him, and then I can try to kill the grave robber with my executioner's axe. I think that's a better idea. Yeah, pretty sure about that. In fact, we already had that. If he takes a wound, he cannot recover in the next phase. And annoy, I think that means he has to go into a defensive... Yeah, you got to do a guard stance, which I will do anyway. So I'm going to start. I'm going to take the executioner's axe, which gives me 2 power dice. If I find the other one, there it is. And I will try to decapitate the grave robber and his stupid pick. Oh boy, that was totally wrong. Yeah, that didn't work out, so definitely missed here. Jack Slasher, he's gonna try the same with a skinning knife, and if we don't manage to do that, but we do it in a guard mode, then the guy will run away and the danger level will rise. Wow, was that bad. Okay, so that's what happened here. Let's do this together here at the end. Oh, actually I fucked up. I think I was fine in my defense, so I'm pretty sure I don't take any damage from these guys, but I'm pretty sure that was the case here. The Leather Dwarf, or not the Bloodsport Brawler. So he's had a 3 here. In the defense he also missed his attack. He takes 2 damage from the Mega Rat, which sucks obviously because that is also an infection. Pretty bad. Okay, so we got the Ghost Swarm here, which is really hard to kill, and honestly that is to me a little bit shows the weakness of the game. You are permanently rolling dice with no consequences, basically. We can see that now here. I mean, this is extreme because all these suckers are halved. So he's got to go in a defensive stance here, and in his attack dice he needs a 4 with 2 dice. Wow, look at that. He has that actually. No, he doesn't. That's his defense. So he loses 1 wound, which sucks, and well, he does no damage. The others, this guy here uses his axe. He tries to roll a 4, which he does, and this time he managed to kill the thing because of the 6, so it goes away. We were really lucky here. I've seen it happen that I rolled here forever and just nothing happened. But in the end, the axe did a good job here. Oh, and actually, this swarm goes here. 2 experience points. Roll for loot. Okay, nothing for him except a few wounds. He gets 1 oh, and we might get also money, and yes, we get $2. No idea what to do with them, but hey, it's nice to have that. And here we go, and we roll for loot. And look at that, we can actually draw a card here. That's a gas bomb. Very nice. At the end of this round, inflict 1 piercing damage on each monster in your space. Then each adventurer in the fight, including you, must make a contest. Each adventurer then fails the test becomes poisoned. Swarms take d6 piercing damage instead, but no construct, demons, and oozes and undead take no. Repeat these steps at the end of the following round, then discard the card. Okay, I think I might be able to use this card to give it to this super monster at the end. But for now, I think it's not terribly useful as most of the items. Oh man, for some reason, I really don't enjoy this game a lot. But let's continue. Let's try to continue here. It feels a little bit, you know, the permanent dice rolling. It becomes quite fatiguing. There is not a lot of real interesting decisions to make here. Just collecting these items which are not terribly useful. Just in very few, very specific situations you can use them. And apart from that, same for the skills. Anyway, let's continue. And we're sitting now here. Oh, we managed to bring this down by 1. So now we're doing a rest action because I want to get rid of my infected stuff and the slime and all that. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a rest action here. I'm going to do a recovery. Oh, I shouldn't forget that when I do recovery I might be demoralized. So let's see. Well, actually that doesn't matter because I cannot heal anyway, so I will not be... It doesn't matter if I'm demoralized or not. I think he was the only guy who was not infected, so he might try it. He's got a morale of... Oh boy, he only has a morale of 4. But okay, that doesn't matter. Because we still can heal 3 points. And all this crap goes away. Okay. And then we got to draw a card and see what happens. And it's another lawlessness, banditry, and nightmarish visions plague the populace of once prosperous pigskin port. We are attacked by 2 monsters. So that means pigskin port, the city value goes down, and we have an encounter. Oh, actually I forgot to do the encounter here. A gassed man leads a pig on a chain through the area, peering around like he is up to no good. The party may approach, fight, or ignore the truffle hunter and his pig. Well, I'm not going to fight it, and I might consider about it. Let's see if there is some kind of specific encounter we might need. Ah, shit. Oh yeah, actually it's the truffle hunter. If we approach this guy, let's do that. He's looking for the right... What? He's looking for the right sort of creep. Do a job prospecting in the graveyard. The rogue or warlock in the party with the lowest morale may take this card as an agenda. If you rest at the crossroads while the graveyard has an explored counter, which it sadly has not. Gain so many gold points, then increase the bounty level and discard this card. If there is no rogue, warlock or wizard in the party, you frighten him off. Roll d6, and if you roll a 3 or less, increase the danger level in your space. Oh man. Rogue, warlock or wizard. This guy's a rogue. So let's give this to him. I doubt that I will take the time to go to the crossroads and explore the graveyard. I don't think I want to do that. Okay. So that was this, and now I got to draw another encounter for the Hag's Fork. So, traveling carnival. Okay, that is going to be resolved after the fight with the monsters. So we're going to draw 2 here. A corpse golem, going for the guy with the lowest magic, which is one of these 2. Oops. However, he's got the fungal parasite, so he's got a magic of 6, but he will be the victim. And then the vampire thrall, a skirmisher again. I think actually I forgot to shuffle the other skirmisher back into the deck. Yeah, this guy here. I think he's shuffled back into the deck. Okay, now this guy here to the guy with the lowest constitution, which is also him. Okay, this guy will start the corpse burner, uses his execution as axe, tries to kill this guy here, the vampire thrall. He has 2 power dice. Got to do a damage of 5. And he did, because the power die shows a 5, so there he goes. And then this guy here, the foe killer, if he does an assault, then here you melee attacks against targets with XP. Yeah, he can use that as a melee attack. Value 2 or more, inflict +1 damage and ignore 1 point of armor. We're gonna need a lot of damage here because this guy has 10 life points. So let's see. Actually, I realize I think I forgot to do the animal lover test now one or few times, but hey, I would have been demoralized, but I think I was demoralized anyway. Okay, so let's see. That's pretty awesome. 5 hits against this guy. And then Jack Slasher, he goes into a defensive position, of course, and hopes for the best. That is fine, luckily, because I got rid of the slime. That means I got a 3 and a 5 here. So the attack is 5. No, actually the attack is dimwit, which means in the first round I got to roll a die. I did a 4 and a 1, I got to remember that. So I got to roll a die here to check his attack in the first round. Oh boy, that's a 6. That sucks. That means I'm going to take 1 wound. In the follow-up rounds, he will have his standard attack value of 5 though. Okay, then let's have a quick look what the Endless says. The monster cannot be reduced to below 1 remaining hit points while a witch is in the same game. Whatever. The same space. Okay, Executioner's Axe against this guy. And that's not good enough. Too high a roll. Spike Gauntlet. Oh, did I do the +1 damage? No, I think I didn't. I should have placed another one here. That's an 8. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that's enough to kill the guy. The corpse golem. We have basically 7 damage here. So there he goes. That means 3 experience for him. 1 gold. What? 3? No, 2. And for him, 1 experience and 1 gold. Okay. Then he's going to roll for the loot. And he didn't make it. The other guy needs a 2. And he also didn't make it. Okay. And then here, this is reduced by 1. This is a good thing. Okay, fine. Okay, so now I want to do a force march to Witch Hill. So, oh, and again, I forgot to do these. Gotta do this encounter first. The Traveling Carnival. That is an outdoor space here. Hex Fork. Oops. And therefore we gotta do the upper thing. You discover a carnival in the middle of the festivities. Each adventurer may consult with the soothsayer, gamble, trade, or ignore the carnival entirely. Okay. Yeah, great. Oh. So we can trade. That's kind of fun. I think I want to do that. So I'm going to draw 2 items. Okay. Let me see if I... Problem is we end up with this guy here. Footpad. He can only show up in a town. So we are not in a town. Therefore, this guy will not show up. And we got to draw another one. In the loot deck, sometimes there are monsters that you have to fight then. A magic mushroom. Okay, discard this card, make a contest. If you fail, you become poisoned, slimed. Whether you pass or fail, gain experience. You do a magical test and then gain the higher... If you are successful with that test, you gain the higher result of the dice experience. If you pass the test, you become exalted. If you fail, you become demoralized. Okay. A barbed whip. Quick action. Make an agility test. If you pass, target monster with experience value 1 or less than the following abilities. Oh god. Evade, pursue, skirmish. Well, that's kind of sweet. We might go with that. Okay. Yeah, why not? So I think I want to buy that thing. We need an agility of 7. So this guy here could buy that and then use it instead of his skinning knife. So I guess that's what I want to do. I'm going to equip it so that I can use this thing to hold the monsters from running away, and the magical mushroom might be cool. This guy has a good constitution, but a very low magic. I think I might go with him too. Yeah, I'm gonna pay another $3 for the magical mushroom. Not even sure if I can actually. I think I can. I'm not absolutely sure. But in the end it doesn't matter, because I can give money to everybody else and I can also give the items to anybody else. So it's kind of a common resource pool, it seems to me. Okay, I don't think I want to do any of the other things here. So, I'm going to eat that stuff now, I think. I'm going to make a constitution test. So I need a 7. I have that. Very good. Now I can do a magical test. And I have a 7 there too. And I did that too. Sadly, I only have a 2, so I gain 2 experience points. And I become exhausted. Well, that was not too bad. But it could have been better. There goes the mushroom. And this is a +1 magic. Fine. So that then was the end of our encounter in Hag's Fork. Now we're going to continue. We do a force march to Witch Hill. We can do that because we already explored the path. And now we're going to do constitution rolls to determine if we get fatigued. The first guy is fine. Second fine needs a 7. Oops. That's a 6. He didn't make it. So he is indeed, oh boy, fatigued. So we probably have to rest. And the last guy here, he's fine. He needed an 8. Okay. Yeah, that's a shame. But okay, and then we simply got to draw a card. And it says, heretical cults meet in secret to conduct blasphemous rites amongst the moss-covered branches of the witchwood. So this goes to a 5. And it means we have to face the danger there. We have a encounter, and after that 4 monsters. A lone pilgrim, we will meet this guy after the fight. 4 monsters. 1. Okay, that is a rat skink. We can see between these 2 where it goes. A ghoul to the guy with the lowest strength. That goes toward him. This thing here. It's a lowest magic. Also here. Oh, maybe also the other guy. No, actually it is the other guy. This one here. And the ghoul troll, the guy with the highest constitution, that is over here. Okay. So, I think I want to give this guy to him. Okay, now let's see. This guy has a fear ability, so that meant we have to roll morale, and if we fail this, we are stunned until the following turn. Okay, morale 8. We're fine. Second guy, Jack Slasher. He blew it. But wait a minute. We can test magic. But even that wasn't enough. And he holds the death mask. So he's fine. Actually, then I'm thinking, and you do these arrival abilities before you do this target thing, I think at least. Damn it. No, you have to establish the targets before you do the arrival thing. That was pretty stupid, obviously, but okay, I mean, yeah, I think it's okay. So he is a little bit in danger now because he is stunned, and that is a problem. There's no doubt about that. Because he's not allowed to use any power dice. He's attacked by 2 monsters and he cannot use the power dice for quite a while. But he could use the misdirection thing here. That might now be helpful. So as a quick act, yeah. Well, first I think he wants to go. He should go first because he has the highest perception. So he's gonna fight this thing here. Yeah, that was not too great. However, it was good enough because I got my power die of 6 and I do only 2 damage. There we go. I missed the defense, but with a power die of 6, I'm safe anyway. And now he can do the misdirections. So as a quick action, right before his attack, he can do an agility or magical test. So he can roll an agility 8. And then he's got the hand puppet, which allows him to roll 3 dice and use any 2. I didn't expect that would sometime come actually into effect. But okay, so let's do that. Let's roll 3 dice. We have an agility of 8. Okay, we easily did that. The highest single dice equal to or greater, that's also the case. And I think I want to bring the ghoul to someone else. Let's see. I can place this card now on the target. This card is attached to a monster during the established target step. What? That doesn't make a lot of sense. That's weird. I think it seems that the first round of combat, we cannot change it because the established target, this is crap, is the first thing. Then you do the arrival abilities. And then you start again. Yeah, so it seems like actually in the first round of combat, the guy has to deal with both guys, which sucks, obviously. Okay. So, now we're gonna fight. We are attacked by the ghoul troll. So let's hope for the best here. And luckily we have here a 6. So that's no problem at all. The attack with the gauntlet is a agility attack. So that wasn't good enough. No damage, but also no damage taken here. The interesting thing is basically this guy, he uses also a defensive stand now. Let's hope for the best here. Okay, that was good. He's successful. He can use the power die against every attacker. 4 damage on this way. So he takes no damage at all. He does 4 damage, however. And I'm gonna go with this sucker first. So I do 3 damage. I should have said that before, but yeah. Okay. Fine. Then we're done. And now it's the second thing, and now we can use this card, the misdirection. Oh, actually, I made that wrong. I'm gonna do that again. I didn't have a power die here. Shit, I think I had a 1 and a 3 during my... Fuck. I'm gonna roll that whole attack again. Whatever. Let's do it again. Okay, that's awesome. So we have a 6 and a 1. That means we take no damage. And it's a 2 and a 1 here. So I do 2 damage against this guy. Okay, cool. Actually, that's not quite correct because it has an armor. So it's only 1 damage. Fine. Now, at the beginning of this quick action, we did that. If this card is attached to a monster during the established target step, that is now the case. You may choose that monster's target. So I will give now the monster to him. And, oh, you know, actually, I think I want to give it to him. Okay, yeah, that's basically it, and that card will now stay with the monster until it leaves the battle for any reason. Okay, again the Corpse Hunter failed the attack, but because he did a good defensive roll, no damage here. And Jack Slasher tries to kill the Rat Skink. He still has no power dice though, because he is stunned for 2 rounds, so this goes away. That means now he takes 1 damage. Let me see, is there another vermin? There is the ghoul who is also vermin. I think then, because this is a horde thing, it gets +1 damage for each other vermin. So because the ghoul is here in the combat, he will take actually 1 damage now. Because this thing does 4 damage. So actually it should take 2 damage. Okay. And damn it, fuck, I forgot. You know, this is I should be more focused here. I forgot the attack roll. I'm gonna do another roll. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, that's a 5 and a 1. So I managed to kill this thing. Nah, I should be more focused. Suffering from some stupid back injury actually, or so I'm constantly in a little bit of pain here, and it's hard for me to focus. Especially, I don't find that game terribly interesting, so that makes it even harder. Okay, let's this guy, he's gonna fight now these 2 suckers here. So we will roll. We're gonna do in defensive mode, obviously. Let's see what happens. And I'm gonna attack, of course, I'm gonna attack the ghoul. So this is it a good attack? Agility. Yeah, that's a good attack. 5 damage against the ghoul, so the ghoul is killed. And it is also a successful defense, but this guy does a lot of a lot of damage. 6, so I'm gonna take 2 wounds. Probably have to rest there. Okay, I can take this card back. Misdirection thing is gone. And okay, then we're gonna continue over here. Simply gonna roll the dice. Defensively, that was a success. However, I'm gonna take 1 wound because I only rolled a 2 here. And I killed that thing now with doing 3 damage. And then we have this guy left. He will start with the attack with the barbed whip. Evade, pursue, and skirmish. Okay, so let's see. Is that filth? No. Okay, let's simply do it. Well, that wasn't too great, but still 3 damage. That's okay, I think. Yeah, this guy is pretty dangerous. We might take some wounds here. So, again, defensive stand. That was pretty bad. That was a miss, but we can at least use this 3. So we take 3 more wounds here. Yeah, it's not great. I definitely want to try to recover as soon as possible. I do 4 damage though. That's something. So I think we should be able now to finish him off if things... And he might not get another chance to attack. At least I hope so. This guy used the Executioner's Axe again with 2 power dice. And that is just good enough. And we do 5 damage. So yeah, there we go. That kills the guy. And that's then the end of the combat. Okay. 3 experience for him. So he's going to be able to get additional skills when we rest. And the $3. 1 experience. 1 gold. 1 gold. And 1 experience. Okay, then we're going to try the loot. We need a 1. Oh, we have that. Look at that. Oh boy. There we go. That sucks. A pickle goblin. That's not good. We're gonna have to fight that guy. But first we have to check if there are more. So another 1 for him. And yeah, indeed. Oh god. A spirit guide. We'll get to this guy later once we killed the goblin. The corpse burner draws also, holy shit, chicken feet. But first we gotta fight that goblin. It goes to the guy with the highest perception. That is him. And but he can do this. Well, we have an ambush, so that means we all have to roll. And if we fuck it up, we are stunned. We got to roll, I think, for perception. Yeah. Okay. So the first guy needs a 6, which he does not have. So he sits there with a stunned thing. This guy needs a 6. Oh boy. Also stunned. Whatever. And the last guy, he needs... we're all stunned. That's a problem. Okay, I can remember that it's only for 1 turn. I don't need all these stupid markers here, which really annoy me. That is one of the points in the game. It really pisses me off, actually. I mean, you could actually try to somehow, but they are all double-sided and all. And wow, man, this is such a stupid idea to come up with these markers. Okay, so let's see, we have no power dice, so that means this guy can now what can he do? Well, we have a single oh, come on, single experience points, so that the foe killer does not work here. So I will simply do an attack with my strength this time. That is good. So 3 damage to the goblin, but only 2 because of the armor. This guy has a skinning knife. Now he might consider them. Maybe he can do a quick action here. So let's see. If he... Is that filth? No, it's just a goblin, no filth. So that doesn't help a lot. Otherwise I thought I could ignore armor, but it's not filth. Anyway, I can... Yeah, I'm going to use the barbed whip then. Roll against agility, I got an 8. That's fine, that's 4. So 3 damage, which means the goblin is killed before it can even attack. That goes to him, so he gets another experience. And another gold. I think he's not allowed to roll for loot again or something. But he could eat this fucker, and he's gonna try to do that. So first let's try to eat this guy. So yeah, we need to roll against our constitution, I think. Oh boy, that was bad. So I might get poisoned. I got the immunity. So if I roll a 4 to 6 now, I'm not poisoned. Fuck. Okay, I got poisoned. I think in the end it's not a big deal though. Like most of these. And that's another thing of the game, you know. No matter what happens, in the end, it's all not a big deal. Because we're going to recover anyway in the next turn. All the stuff goes away. So in the end, it didn't really matter. A lot of dice rolling for nothing. Okay, so there we go. I mean, it's kind of a fun thing, but it's, you know, it's a funny story. Eating a goblin, getting poisoned, yeah, that's nice, but it has no consequences on the game, basically. And that's what I don't like that much. Okay, now I think this guy has found a spirit guide. Let's see what that says. Outside, you may explore in any map stands, and you may use magic in place of perception when you do. But if you roll 12, discard this card. Great. Okay. Well. Okay. Fantastic. Chicken feet. Quick action. Goblins and vermin with experience value 1 or less in your space cannot attack until your next turn. Then discard this card. Well, yeah, but that could come in handy. I'm going to give it to him. Okay. Yeah, actually he found it anyway, so we're going to get that. And then we got to do this lone pilgrim encounter here. You come across a devout pilgrim traveling alone. The party may approach, fight, or ignore him. Well, let's approach the guy, why not? So it seems we got to roll a die here. That's a 3. The pilgrim begs you for coin. Each adventurer in the party may pay him 2 gold points to become blessed. If no adventurer pays the pilgrim, you must ignore him. Not gonna pay, I mean, the thing is we're gonna recover anyway in the next turn, and the blessing will go away. If we ignore, if you roll equal to or less than the bounty level, increase the bounty level. Okay, so we want to roll 4 or higher, which we did. Okay, so that's it. And yeah, I'm gonna rest there, but for now I'm gonna load this up, and yeah, I hope to see you on the next video or on lonesomegamer.com. Bye.